One of the most common needs in data analytics and visualization is the ability to narrow down the result set. In order to do that, we use filters in all these applications. Similar to other applications, Tableau also has filtering capability. In this lecture, we are going to look at how to use filters in Tableau. In order to get started, let's first create a chart of sales by region. You know exactly how to do that. So let's get started. Take sales and put it on rows, and take region and drop it on columns. Here we have a chart of sales by region. Now we want to narrow it down by applying a filter. We want to see the result set sales by region for a particular category of products. For that, we will need to create a filter using the product category. Go ahead and pick the category from orders and drop it on filters shelf. As soon as you drop it on filters shelf, a pop-up window opens up that asks you about the criteria to choose for your filter. How do you want this filter to work? There are a few options for you to decide how this filter is going to work. And also depending on the field that you picked, in this case we picked category, but if you pick another field, let's say date, then you'll see a slightly different pop-up window here. In the most basic filtering, you pick particular values you want to use or exclude in your filter. So if you want to only see the sales for furniture, you'll pick furniture and click OK. If you want to exclude furniture, then you'll just pick furniture and click on exclude. That'll make sure furniture is excluded, your selection is excluded, which is the furniture in this case, and rest everything else shows up. If this is a long list of product categories, you can even type in your custom value list. Since we picked furniture as an exclude in the previous screen, furniture shows up here. If you do not want that selection criteria, hover over furniture and click on X to remove it. You can type in other criteria in this window. Let's say we only want to exclude technology. We could have picked it from the list there, or we can simply type in here. If you have a long list of values, then selecting from them is a very tedious task. So you might be better off typing them here. So let's go ahead and type technology and click on plus. Now technology is excluded. Go back to your select from list and you can see technology is excluded. Once done, click OK and your filter is applied. Now let's look at the other options in your filter window. To change the filter criteria, go over to your filter and click on this little arrow and click on edit filter. Now let's remove our criteria. Now we have removed all the criteria, so we're starting blank. Go over to wildcard. Wildcard allows you to type in a pattern that you want to match. Again, if it's a long list, you can type in that criteria. For example, if I want to search anything that contains the word furniture in it, I can type in furniture and pick contains. Contains will match anything that has furniture in it. It doesn't matter what the location of the word furniture is. It could be office furniture, it could be furniture for home. As long as the word furniture appears, it's matched with contains. If I do starts with, then it'll only match those categories where they start with furniture word. So furniture for home will be matched, but home furniture won't be matched. Ends with is where it ends with the word furniture. So home furniture will be matched, but furniture for home won't be matched. Exactly matches only the word furniture. So it won't match home furniture or furniture for home. It'll just look for the word furniture. In this scenario, we do not have to worry about matches here because it only contains the word furniture. So you can pick any of these and it'll work. Next is a checkbox which says include all value when empty. What basically it means is if there are records that do not have the category in them, because we're filtering on category, and those category values are empty, then do you want to include those in the result set or not? If you say include, that means it'll include furniture as well as any of the rows that have no value for the category. If you uncheck it, then it only match furniture. Then there is condition. Condition allows you to specify a condition based on some other field or a numerical value. For example, if you only want to report on sales where the quantity was greater than 100, you can specify that in this tab. So from the fields, you'll pick quantity and then say some quantity is greater than. So you pick that criteria and type in. Now the data will only be reported when the quantity is greater than 100. You can specify any condition that you want here. You can also specify a maximum range so that it shows you the data only when those conditions are met. You can also specify a formula. However, formula is an advanced topic and won't be discussed in this lecture. And then finally, you have top. Top basically allows you to say, limit this result set to only top X number of rows that match that criteria. For example, by field, we want top 10 sales sum. So this is going to look at all the sales and only find top 10 records by sales. And you can even type in a formula to decide what you want to pick. This is an advanced level subject and it's not going to be covered in this lecture. Once you're done, you can click OK, or you can apply to see the results in real time. So that's all for creating the filters. So I suggest you go ahead and play with it a bit so that you can get familiar with how to use filters.